All right, everybody. So, welcome back to the show. We created a podcast and couldn't come up with a name, so we settled on this sentence being the title. I am one of your many great co-hosts, Rawb Lucci, and in no particular order, I got my guys with me. Fornev World, how's it going, brother?
それは何ですか大丈夫どうぞよろしくお願いします
All right, I had to get the weeb extraness with it. I got my guy. It's Chris Coho with the bitches in tow. How you feeling this week?
Muito bem. E tu?
And last, but certainly not least, hentai with an S. How you feeling?
The king of degeneracy.
I'm feeling dirty now.
You already
ever
know,
since I've
man,
been talking
like-
to you guys.
I'm building a culture here. You are going to be hentai with an S.
Yes,
I can't escape from it. I can't. It's
So,
too late.
fellas, it's been quite a while. I believe we skipped a week, right? And I guess you could say it was something like our own personal golden week.
Week 2, but it was golden.
Week 2, but it was golden. What have you guys been up to?
Well, I'll start it off real quick just to get it out the way. I've been going into a positive life change, making healthier decisions, working out, taking long walks, drinking tons of water. Only reason I've been drinking a Red Bull right now is because I've been up all day filming. I've been filming. So if not, I don't like sugary drinks. Soda is out of my life.
Good.
I'm
Good
just
shit.
really doing it, man, and trying so many different things. It's just been a fucking amazing week in retrospect. Like, you know, when you're climbing up the mountain, you don't really see like the benefit of it. You're just there like, fuck, man, I can't take this. But when you get a little bit of it, you look like, oh shit, I did that.
Yes. It's always good when you get to look back on the fruit that you've sown, like when you start like trying to make changes in your life and everything like that. Yo, production team, like, can we get like a round of applause like somewhere around here for Fornev, man? Because like it's a really big step getting back into the gym. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Chris,
that's
what about
awesome.
you?
Me just editing like a madman and just working on my YouTube channel.
Sorry.
Working on it.
Yo, I feel bad for Chris. So, like, for those who don't know, like, Chris does like 90% of everything that you guys see going on this channel as far as like the editing goes.
It's real
MVP.
back-breaking work.
MVP, and my guy has been hard at work to like get us like some quality editing content done with these podcast episodes, and we would probably be moving a lot slower without him. So that's congratulations to you on that.
Another round
Thank
of
you,
applause
thank you.
right there.
Another round.
And I insert my own sound effect for you.
You know, we joke around, but like Chris, you're fucking killing it, dude. For real.
Yeah, those stripper lessons are really paying off.
Oh man, yeah, it's true. When I was like working the polls, I'd be telling them, paying my way through college so I could get those editing skills up.
So you can pay for that.
It really paid off.
So you can pay for that Adobe Suite.
Premiere. Strip Adobe, baby.
Mark 1 for the Fornever laugh counter.
Oh no.
Hentai with an S. Talk to me.
Yo, I don't know about this name, dude. But I'm currently in the process of moving. So
Oh,
this scenery is going to be gone soon.
okay. Are you
but-
moving local, or is it going to be like a long
Local.
distance out of state? Oh, okay, nice. Bigger place?
No, it's like 20 minutes away from where I currently live.
Congratulations. A move is still a move, and a win is still a win. All right.
Aside from that, I actually have a new video that's going to come out. It's going to be about MMOs, like how growing up I never really liked MMOs that much, and how Final Fantasy 14 made a big difference, and how I got into it. So that's done. It's uploaded. It's just it's unlisted right now. I just need to like put in the data, and then that's just gonna go live.
Yo, so I actually got to go to MomoCon for the first time in a couple years. We have not had a MomoCon. For those that don't know, MomoCon is like one of the biggest anime conventions, if not in Georgia, in the southeastern region. with like an average, I think, of like somewhere between 30,000 to 50,000 attendees, which is like insane because I remember when Anime Weekend Atlanta was the bigger anime convention, and MomoCon had like anywhere between 3 to 5,000 attendees back in like 2014 or some shit like that. So it was pretty cool. And this year, instead of doing a night rave as most anime conventions do, they decided to do an anime rap takeover. And what they did was they took a bunch of like the guys from, pretty much at the top, right?
Like the
Of
nerdcore,
the anime,
the top
of
nerdcore
the
artists.
nerdcore anime scene. So you had guys like Connor Quest, you had guys like Breeton Boy, you had guys like Toon God or whatever. A lot of people even just showed up, even if they didn't perform. Anybody who was probably worth mentioning was there that night. And
Yo,
although,
quick shout out to
yo,
my guys, Otaku Underworld, Slick.
yo,
Yeah,
let's
y'all did y'all
go.
thing.
Yes, yes, yes. And if anybody would actually like to see the footage, you can probably find it floating around on Twitter or on YouTube on somewhere on one of these guys. Just look up, some MomoCon footage or whatever. I didn't get to attend personally, but I heard they shut the shit down. And from what I saw, it looked like a phenomenal time. You know?
As an artist, how do you feel about the whole nerdcore label? Would you feel a certain way about being labeled nerdcore if your music reflected it, or like what is your whole stance on just nerdcore? Because it's still a diamond in the rough type of thing. As popular as it is, there's not nerdcore hasn't penetrated the consciousness of the mainstream, so to speak, yet. What is your stance on it?
I think it really depends on the artist. Like if they want to identify with being a nerdcore artist, that's probably like, one of the best compliments that they can receive is like, yo, this guy's like one of the best nerdcore rappers ever. And then you got
Rob, for the uninitiated, could you explain from your point of view what nerdcore is?
So nerdcore is a subgenre that can be any style of rap, whether it be trap, whether it be like boom bap, drill or whatever. It's just the core content of the subject matter is nerd content. So whether it be video games, anime, like, comics, just whatever signifies the nerd community, and they all have their own little pockets, right? You got the anime rappers, you got the League of Legends rappers, you got the Marvel DC rappers. Like it's anything.
So you would say it's specifically rap though? Like what, would you say like nerdcore could be rock as well, or?
In this specific context, it would be rap, but there can be nerdcore bands. Like you got Falcon Shield, right? Who makes really good League of Legends music. Shout out to Falcon Shield.
I was thinking like Dragon Force. Like I don't personally listen to them, but like
Mhm.
those guys
Those
are like,
guys.
those are
what was
pretty
it?
nerdcore if you ask me. Like they put video game music in
Mhm.
their songs, and their songs are all about like fighting dragons and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So anything that you can kind of correlate with the nerd culture and you relate to it as like a nerd would probably more than likely fall under nerdcore. And that's just my interpretation of it. If
And here's
anybody
the
in the
interesting thing: I've never, especially when I was very heavy, releasing music, despite the fact that, like, for example, I got a record called "Over the Internet." The sample of it is the Omen, Ultra Instinct, dun 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 dun. That Goku thing, and my lyrics in there, a lot of it was like Todoroki with the flames. Yes, I'm hot, but I'm cold. I'm a Terasu, bitch. I got to spit. And I not even that I never did. I would never was nerdcore. That just wasn't something that I would label myself. Like, and
Right.
this is no shade, no disrespect, nothing. I respect what they're building. That is so dope. But just me, despite the fact that some of my lyrics, I mean, I got my biggest song to date, Ultra Instinct, hello, and I still, no, I wasn't nerdcore.
Right, right. I actually did get to shoot some footage for a music video that we got coming soon, just for a Soul Leader Cipher. So you guys be on the lookout for that. It's featuring a lot of good people, Valentine Music, what is it? Vanquish, like a whole bunch of people. So you guys be
Hold on,
on the
wait,
lookout
wait,
for
wait,
that
wait,
too.
wait. Let me check my email. I think my invite is in the
Your
email, maybe.
invite?
Yeah,
Oh,
word.
it may have gotten lost in the mail
Oh,
when it was
yeah,
on
word.
its way to the
Nah.
slaughterhouse sessions.
Oh yeah, the slaughterhouse section. It was just.
Yeah. Yep.
Oink, oink,
So
oink, oink.
so that's pretty much been my week.
Fornev
You
count
know,
left 2.
Fornev counter 2. Mark that as a number 2 right there, guys.
I gotta say this, right? Because it's
Right.
been
Okay.
burning on my mind. I heard this from somebody. This is not my opinion. I want to stress,
Okay.
not
God.
my opinion.
I'm
Not,
Okay.
about to say some bullshit.
not my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my opinion, but I heard it and I saw people agreeing with it, and I wanted to pass it on to you guys to, I guess, get your opinion on it. So, someone said Final Fantasy is responsible for making people that grew up with it pussies. And I swear to God, this is not me. This is not me trying to disguise that this is me. I swear to God on everything I love. That
What?
basically, I'm going to explain it to you. Now, I don't think they were saying that because Final Fantasy clearly didn't create the format of turn-based RPG, right? They did not. That was
They
done
didn't
before them.
create it. No.
It popularized it, though. And essentially, their whole argument was the fact that because it taught kids to, after you get hit, stand there and get hit, opposed to just fuck your opponent up. It popularized a generation of pussies. To that, you say what? And that is, once again, I gotta say this because people will crucify the fuck out of me. Not my opinion.
I think you need to stop listening to whoever gave you that opinion.
That's the
Because that
craziest shit
is some
I've heard
bullshit.
in my life. That's fucking insane. What kind of a fucking argument is that? Oh, I played a video game where they I guess like what? That does everyone that play chess they have to move an L? Like you're like what the fuck is this?
Right. Like I can only strafe and move diagonally when I'm in a fight because I grew up on chess. That sounds
Imagine
crazy.
being in school and like you started a fight with somebody and you're like, all right, and you throw a punch and he just sits there and takes it. And then you just have to stand there and let him hit you. You
Yeah.
just both take turns with each other.
Yeah.
Be fucking
Y'all don't see that
That'd
there's
be funny,
any
though.
merit to that, just psychologically of, hey, it's putting in kids' head that, yo, don't worry because after you take that hit, you're going to be able to come back with a bigger spell and charge up your mana or whatever happens in Final Fantasy nowadays.
You could say the same thing about anime. Like it taught kids to think that they could use superhuman abilities.
Super Saiyan
in fights.
abilities and shit.
Yo.
Bro, we've all seen one kid try to throw a Kamehameha
Yo,
before
I
he
don't-
gets the shit kicked out of him.
Hey, there may or may not be an old video of me on YouTube somewhere of doing a Kamehameha.
And now it
That's
is
different.
right here.
But that's
Everybody's seeing it.
But let me tell you why that's different. Were you in a fight trying to do that?
No, just in my room.
All right then.
I was learning video effects at the time.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but I remember there was this homemade like video of this guy doing like a bunch of anime styled like he was like obviously it's all like for fun, but like he pretended that he got all of his fighting styles from anime. And then the video is about him going up against someone who was just fought for real. So like he was trying to do all these crazy like anime things and the guy would just punch him. He was gonna do like Hadouken and the guy was just like punch. He just knocked him down.
Okay, here's one more question, and then we could move on from this. You're right there, right? Let's just say you're none of you are parents, but let's just say your son, 15. He's there all of a sudden in a fight. You're picking him up from school, making up a scenario. Humor me with it. And you see him in the middle of a fight, and he is literally replicating or what he's trying to, and he gets the living fuck kicked out of him. And he says, well, you know, I was playing Final Fantasy, and I don't know, I thought maybe I could do something. What do you tell your son right there?
You know the difference between
Video
fiction
games
and
and
reality,
real life,
between like
right?
a video game and what's real.
There's only
Well, you
one
should
thing
know
to
better.
say. There's only one thing to say. You're no longer my son.
Damn!
The only thing to say is why didn't you throw out your summoning, but I taught you better than this. So speaking of golden weeks and returns, some big news came recently, right? No drum rolls, no nothing. Okay, whatever. We'll jump right into it. So
We look stupid.
they're like, what are you talking about?
What?
So for those of you guys that don't know, one of the GOATs, one of the legends, has decided to make a return after a very long hiatus. Hunter x Hunter. What do you guys think?
That's right. Togashi.
Lame. Takashi's lame.
Takashi or Tagashi?
Yo, Takashi's lame.
Yo, Chris, every good thing I said about you, I take it back. I'm sorry. It's been a good run, bro.
Damn, I was expecting like a bigger response from like, Hunter x Hunter getting some new content. You guys look a little dead. Are you guys
No.
awake?
I kind of, honestly, I was like, let me let them, because, if there's a lot of people that probably, I saw Fornev talk about it like 6 times already. So I'm like, let me
Right.
let okay, y'all get y'all shit off.
Yeah.
All right,
Gentlemen.
I'll go first then. So for real though, dude, I'm fucking pumped. Hunter
what I like
x
to
Hunter.
hear.
That's
Like,
what we like to hear, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man. Give me some content. Give me some
yeah,
content.
Fuck
you guys
outta
can't
here,
see it
yo.
on screen. But man, like Hunter x Hunter is one of those. I came into it super late.
Same.
It's already been out year. It was like I think. Well, the remake came out I think in 2011.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even get into it until the remake.
Yeah, and even when I saw the remake, it was already out years prior. So
Yeah,
I think I
'cause
got
there
into it
was-
like the what?
There was the 99 anime, right? Was it 99?
Yes, yeah, something like that. And I didn't get into it till like 2018, something like that.
When you got
So
into
super
it,
late,
was
yeah.
you dating that same girl that caught you watching Dragon Ball?
Yeah. I was. Yeah.
Now she see you watching Little Golden Booty Shorts. Like, oh no, I
Yeah.
gotta leave this
Fishing
motherfucker. There's something wrong with him.
And now I'm
Rogan
single.
with the fucking the fishing rod. He's like, what the fuck is
Oh
this?
no,
Gone
but
was-
see, if she saw Hisoka, she would be in the right to leave you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yo, but Gone was like running around in like the 1980s, like Celtics shorts for whatever
Man.
reason.
Those shorts. Oh my god.
I need to ask, who has seen the 90s adaptation of
I
Hunter
haven't.
x Hunter?
Well, clearly not us since we just got into it within the last.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you still
I saw
could have gone
pieces of
back.
it.
Yeah, I've seen
Um,
clips.
I've been interested in it because I really like the art style. Like I think the art style looks fucking good.
I'm gonna put
Did
money
you
on
see-
it. Real quick, I'm gonna put money that there's gonna be a company that probably within the next 3 to 4 months is gonna announce, and I'm gonna guess Discotech Media, but Hunter x Hunter is giant money, so it could go either way. It could be Netflix. Somebody's gonna grab the rights to the original Hunter x Hunter, and it's gonna be a big marketing ploy. Considering the fact that Tagashi opened up a Twitter account is like either the first or second biggest mangaka, Hunter x Hunter trended worldwide. Somebody's gonna run and grab that. That is like
It's
gold.
either. I think it's either going to be Netflix or Crunchyroll.
Yeah, why did I say? I guess I'm thinking of still like 2-3 years ago where Discotech would get the oldest, but Hunter x Hunter's too big. Yeah, scratch the Discotech. It's gonna be a big platform. Never mind.
Yeah.
Shout out
1000%.
Discotech. I'm not trying to shit on y'all. I
Because
just
2011 is on like damn near every platform right now, right?
yeah. It's Netflix, Crunchyroll. Well, Funimation don't really exist anymore. They do, but don't.
Did you guys see like the clip that went viral on TikTok of like the side by side Gon versus Hisoka fight in the tower, where it was like the 1999 version versus the 2011 version?
Oh no.
I've seen
Oh,
clips like
man,
that because I'm familiar with
it's-
both styles.
It's so satisfying to watch like the differences.
Which one
And-
would you say is better? Just from that clip alone.
So the 99 had better choreography, but the 2011 the hits had more impact behind them. Like you could feel them. Where like 99 it looked cooler, like the like I said the choreography was a lot smoother in transition and a lot more detailed, but the hits behind the 2011 just felt a lot heavier.
And more blood in the 99 one.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
to
was
me,
more
I feel like the 99 one. It reminds me more of like DBZ Frieza Saga style animation.
Yeah.
That's a good way
Um,
to put it. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's something about that 90s aesthetic though that I love so much.
Of
You know, and
course.
and
because
you
it's
know,
less
obviously
digital.
the new one, it's not
Yeah.
new anymore. It's like 10 years old at this point, but like it has its own style too, and it's good too.
Mhm.
But
Oh
I
my
don't know, there's
god, you
something
just made me
about-
feel so fucking old. You said it's 10. Oh god, Hunter x Hunter 2011 really is fucking 11
It
years
is.
old at the. Jeez, I'm getting old.
I know.
Yeah, and the 99 was already also 11 years old.
It's old. Oh my god.
12 years old, actually.
Mhm.
I think they're bringing Yu Yu Hakusho back in some fashion. I hope because it's the 30th anniversary. They got the Netflix is doing the live action. They're talking
Maybe,
about there's
but,
some
like,
plans.
Didn't they do like that OVA relaunch and then like it kind of flopped?
It didn't really flop. They didn't do nothing with it. They released it in Japan. They didn't market it that well, and it was just like, hey guys, whatever. Like to this day, we still can't legally watch or buy those OVAs. But
That's bullshit. What?
that would be a great thing for Netflix, especially considering the fact that they're trying to recover from, the 200,000 subscriber loss. Grab Yu Yu Hakusho, put Yu Yu Hakusho itself on the platform. You got the live action, and you put new Yu Yu Hakusho OVAs with the dub that people really want. People don't want the
Yes.
Japanese with Hakusho. We don't want that shit.
We want the original cast back.
It's not ray gun. Fuck out of here with your ray gun. Shove that shit up your ass, bro. We want Spirit Gun.
Yes.
Sub voice actors, do you guys feel like the English voice actors do just as good a job as like when the series was in its English prime, like 10, 15 years later?
They can't match the voice. Well, some of them can't really match the voices anymore. I know 100,000%. Kuwabara's voice actor, he does not sound like Kuwabara anymore. And when they did, they had dubbed like one of the old OVAs, like, and I'm talking about like 2011, maybe 24. I don't know, it was somewhere like a damn near a decade ago. They had dubbed it then, and he couldn't even do the cool. Hey, it's me, Kuwabara. He didn't really sound like him all that much. But I will say that all of them as actors has to have, considering they've been working all this time, improved acting wise. Like maybe they can't mimic those voices anymore because smoking cigarettes, whatever the fuck they doing, it's gonna fuck with your voice after, especially aging, just in general. But acting wise, like it's just with anything, with time you're gonna get better. You listen to the first time Sean Schimmel did Goku, it sounds fucking like nails on a chalkboard, but now it's good.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Oh, I was gonna say. So, how popular would you say Yu Yu Hakusho was here in North America?
Man.
Like,
Yu Yu
as a
Hakusho
kid-
was like, at least in the black community, as far as I know.
Yo, why you
Yeah.
sitting in my mind right now? I swear to God, that's the first thing I'm thinking of. Like, well, it was really popular.
At least in the black community, from what I
Yeah.
know, like there was Dragon Ball Z, and then there was like Yu Yu Hakusho.
See, for me, I've only found it because I got Cartoon Network, which we don't have here in Canada. We have like YTV. Oh, which is what I'm wearing right now, YTV. I was like, that's
Somebody
the
cover
Canadian
that.
version.
Cover that in
Production
editing. They ain't giving us no check. When they give us a check, I will scream their praise. Until then, nah.
Yeah, production team, can we get that out of here?
But I got the Cartoon Network. Like, so I get like DirecTV, which is I told Fornev this story.
We have DirecTV here.
Yeah. But so we don't have it here, but there was like this loophole where Canadians were going to the US, grabbing the satellite systems.
Because you could take it
bringing
wherever.
them Exactly. And then we're hooking them up and getting free TV off the backs of DirecTV.
And Trudeau would install them personally. He would come out of his office, say, fuck out of here, yo, I got this shit. Facts.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah. But that's how I got Cartoon Network. And that network blew my mind because I was like, what the... There was all these animes at the time that I never heard of, and Yu Yu Hakusho was one of them, and that was my introduction to Yu Yu Hakusho, which we never had here.
Did you catch on like when Yu Yu Hakusho was on Adult Swim, or when they moved it to the Toonami Midnight Run?
I could have sworn, what was that thing with the alien? There was like that alien character
Maguzi?
before when the Toonami, right?
Yeah. So
Oh,
Toonami,
Tom.
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 You talking about Tom?
Tom.
Like
Oh,
the
okay,
robot
sorry.
guy?
Yeah, I remember Yu Yu Hakusho being part of Toonami.
Okay,
Yes,
so then
yes.
it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Might have been the
at
Midnight
first-
Run then.
At first, it was Adult Swim, and then it moved to Toonami because I think they realized that
Saturdays they
had
realized,
something
yo,
really
we
good
can
on their hand.
extend Toonami and call it the Midnight Run.
Because I do remember Adult Swim too, because that's where I got introduced to Trigun.
Real quick, I gotta call
Yeah.
Shintai out. Shintai, you fucking fraud. You're a fucking fraud. Don't act like a goddamn Hakusho fan. You're not.
What?
You're
Fuck
not.
you. Yeah.
You never finished it.
You never. Oh,
That's my stance on that.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't mean I'm not a fan. Fuck you.
I mean, it might.
No. I got up to
You
the
don't-
dark tournament.
Oh,
You don't even have an
God.
excuse. I had to travel to another country, steal their satellite systems to get access to this
And have
stuff.
the fucking
Commitment.
leader of Canada come through and install that bitch. Justin Trudeau was
Absolute
at Chris's
commitment.
apartment doing this shit.
Not you let somebody like sneak across the borders like an illegal to get some Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's right in your backyard, and you can't even finish the U.
Yeah,
Shit,
that was the best part.
Yeah.
All you had to do is literally just walk into any store like Walmart in the U.S., just buy it, and like just throw it in my car and drive back.
I do.
Nobody questioned anything.
No, Shintai is literally me if I didn't have like certain circumstances where, because Yu Yu Hakusho after a certain point, it just, after the Dark Tournament, I don't know if it was the lack of marketing or what, like the Sensui stuff, they really didn't push. And then it was to a point where they were airing these episodes Saturday at 5 in the morning, new episodes of Hakusho. I don't know if it was complaints of the dark nature of the Chapter Black stuff or whatever, but to be fair, that's probably why Shintai didn't finish it, because it wasn't marketed no more. It was coming in at 5 a.m. Who the fuck is going to be,
No, yeah.
oh, I gotta.
No,
It
that's
was.
exactly.
I had a freak accident, and I got into and managed to watch it all. Like I got shut down for a record deal, and then I went to Best Buy and wiped my tears with Hakusho DVDs.
No, yeah. I remember. I remember that it was on Toonami, and I remember I would watch it like every time it came on, and then it just didn't anymore. And I was just like, did they just take the show off? What happened? So I remember finishing Dark Tournament, and then I couldn't find it after that.
It's like lowest of keys. Toonami had like a real issue with like finishing series, because remember like Dragon Ball Z would go, and then we would get up to the Frieza arc, and then it would start completely over all the way back to the Saiyan saga, and we had to deal with that for like a while, right? They would
Blame
do the same
Canada.
thing.
Blame Canada.
They do the same thing with Zoids, right? They would do the same thing with Sailor Moon and Rurouni Kenshin, where we would get to a certain point, and then they would start us back all the way over from the beginning.
That was literally, well, in particular, with Dragon Ball Z, a few of the others are different, but I know with Dragon Ball Z, it was straight up, hey, we, profit margins, this shit is blowing the fuck up, fuck hiring those expensive guys out in Canada, let's do it all right here at Texas, we'll create a studio and do it. That was pretty much just capitalism.
The birth of funny. But we don't get anime the way it is now without them.
Yeah,
the
it's
Ocean
true.
dub, like,
Yeah.
it was, they was dubbing, but they wasn't no Funimation.
Back then, the anime was just the Wild West. It was just like whatever you get your hands on,
Whatever
whether
you
it
get
was like,
your hands on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. I want someone to make a video where they like just like a documentary or something. They just explain the history of like why, like what's with all the weird like the big green dub and the ocean dub of Dragon Ball.
It's
I want
big green.
Like detail.
I'm sure it's out there. Like there's some heavy Dragon Ball fans. I'm sure it's out there. And if it's not out there, we'll create it over here.
Because like I want to know the history of that shit, because that's fascinating to me. It's like, what's with all these fucking weird ass dubs, you know?
Harmony Gold
Right.
really with calling, what was it? Korin turned into Whiskers the Wonder Cat. Like, they just went off the rails, because pretty much at that time they was trying to turn anime into something that at the time would be quote unquote more palatable to mainstream America. So basically in their minds is strip anything that is Japanese from it. It's not rice, it's donuts, it's not whatever, so that it could be palatable.
Pokemon got hit with that shit so hard. Like I remember they would, it's like giving a rice ball to Ash. It's like, here, have a donut. It's like, I remember even as a kid, I was like, what kind of fucking donut is that?
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to try it though. I wanted to try it. I ain't gonna lie. I did want to try it.
It looked good, but I was like, what kind of fucking donut is that?
I think we stumbled on something interesting here. So, looking at how far anime dubbing has come from like when we were kids, and like even like the differences in how true they try to stay to the source material and with translation, like when did you guys like first get into anime, and like when did you realize like, yo, this is for me? Because Chris, like you mentioned how like how you first got into Yu Yu Hakusho and like way back when, and you had to like literally cross the country to get like satellite TV so you can bootleg.
That's
like,
a fucking crazy story, dog. I had to go
like
rob satellite dishes from another fucking country.
That's wild.
With Justin Trudeau.
No.
Like you were like literally a smuggler, like just so you can like
to watch
be able to watch anime, right?
Yeah.
But for us, like before that, like you couldn't
shout
really
out to
like.
my sweat rag real quick. JoJo's baby.
Oh, that's actually pretty dope.
Even the sweat rag gotta be anime drip.
Yeah. Nah, it's just drip because you just wiped your sweat.
It is what it is.
So I sell it
So
on eBay now.
like even for us, like
Clone Fornev.
it was really hard to like find anime, right? Like you couldn't just turn the TV on like you can now. Like you could just watch the shit. Like you had to catch the schedule, but even before then, like you had to buy the VHSs.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like we all watched anime when we didn't even realize it, right? Like
Right.
most people most kids didn't realize Pokemon was anime or
Mhm.
Dragon Ball was anime.
Mhm.
You know, to us they were just cartoons.
They were just cartoons.
Yeah, that was my first introduction. So the same network that I won't mention because they're not sponsoring us yet, but they back then. So Sailor Moon was probably the very first anime I saw. Like waking up Saturday morning,
Mm-hmm.
there'd be Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball.
Wait, Sailor Moon was your first anime?
Yeah, it was my first anime. Yeah,
That's
Okay,
not a bad.
I'm
no,
not
that's
gonna
not a
clown.
bad. That's not a bad first. It's
My
not a
first
bad
manga
first.
was Fruits Basket, so who the fuck am I to talk?
Okay, that's a
yeah.
that's a good one. So,
Yeah.
Granted, that's a gem. That
Yeah.
is incredibly random for that to be your first manga.
I know.
my first manga was Love Hina.
Interesting.
Of course,
Quickly,
of course
quickly,
it
'cause
was.
I don't
Of
want
course
people to
it
think,
was.
yo, why Fornev that he runs to. Okay, I was watching some girl on YouTube that I liked, and she was talking about it, and I was like, oh shit, it sounds fucking good. So I think I went and I ordered the anime. They had like, because I was really into collecting anime at that time, and I bought it and I saw
Right.
it, and it was dope. And then they said it goes on in the manga. I was like, oh, I don't really read, but all right. And boom.
Oh, one of those situations. Like you watch the anime doesn't finish, so you got to pick up in the manga from where it leaves off. Gotcha.
Yeah, those always drive me nuts.
That happened to me with Tsubasa Chronicles.
Inuyasha!
Inuyasha?
Damn it.
I think the only anime that actually convinced me, like, yo, motherfucker, you better read the manga, was Berserk.
Interesting.
Because I've seen anime where like they wrap it up enough, or they'll come up with like
Something.
Claymore or something. You know,
Oh
where
god,
they're-
but Claymore fucked us over because we should Claymore. I don't know why they don't relaunch Claymore right now with a new anime. With the Demon Slayer era we're in right now, that Demon Slayer Claymore will be huge. Especially it's progressive because it's a mainly female dominant thing. Netflix should sponsor. I'm sorry, not sponsor. Netflix should make a deal with Shueisha and redo Claymore and put it on there. That's just printing money for
they
them.
should do like a brotherhood treatment. That would be a good idea.
Yes, yes.
I think my first exposure to anime was actually Pokemon and subsequently Digimon at the same
But
time.
like, I think there's a difference between that stuff and when it's like, okay,
You know it's anime.
you know it's anime, and then you made a concerted effort to seek that out.
Yes.
So, Chris,
Yes.
would you change your answer of when you first got into anime with that premise in mind of it wasn't just like you was watching and didn't know? Like, what was your first anime you knew? Oh, this is anime and I want more of it. Was it still Sailor Moon?
Yeah, no, it would have been. It was just right after watching Dragon Ball, so I think it was either Esclafone or Gundam Wing.
Classic.
I can't remember which one came first.
Yeah. Oh, Escaflowne is so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was one of those two. Yeah, and that's when I realized because seeing Pokemon come out and then Dragon Ball, and I saw Sailor Moon earlier, and I was like, wow, these all at the time as a kid, I was just like, is this the same like artist that's doing these different shows?
I'm
'Cause I was
sorry,
like,
every
they
time
all-
you talk about watching anime, I just imagine you having a girl come in and say, what are you doing? I can't get that out of my mind. Like, he's saying, yo, Escaflowne. I just see, what are you doing?
It's like it wasn't even like it was like an etchy scene where somebody just walks in at the wrong time. It's just straight up like,
What-
bro.
Two mechs are fucking punching each other. What are you doing?
You're like, what? Covering the screen.
What are you-
Oh my god!
No.
Don't look at me.
Honey, don't worry, it's just porn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's not
Can you
cartoons,
imagine?
It's just porn.
Yeah, like you had to lie and say, no, it's porn. It's porn. It's
Yeah.
all-
I literally like she's like walking in the room, I actually switch it to porn just so
Right.
it looks less suspicious.
Oh, I'm just, getting ready for you, babe.
I'm just doing research for my next job.
That's sick.
Oh.
You guys are sick.
Oh.
Yo.
Yo, but what's crazy though when I was a kid, like Sailor Moon used to give me some thoughts when they would go through like the transformation process.
That's why I loved it.
This
That's
Come on,
guy.
exactly
come
what
on.
hooked me.
Now look, I know the audience is probably gonna look at me like, all right, Rob, like you kind of bugging, but listen,
Hey, when you're
Shintai is
young,
You're a
rubbing off
liar.
on you.
you're you're a liar, okay? If you didn't watch Sailor Moon and you didn't feel something.
Honest to God, I
100%.
really didn't. Like, not for Sailor Moon. I don't even think. Well, how old was I when I got into Sailor Moon? I was like, I don't know, 6 or something. So no, just being honest. When I
Yeah.
first,
okay, if you're that young, you know, it's
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
different.
yeah, it's a little
But,
different.
like-
I had to be like 9 or 10 years old. I was ready to go. I was ready.
Yeah. I feel like I was around
I
that
want to
age.
rip her boots off now.
Listen, it was either Sailor Moon or it was BET Uncut.
The villain of Down
Oh.
Bad.
Oh yeah. You had to steal your little satellite box, so you know about BET Uncut.
Yes, dude, you just blew my mind. I was obsessed with BET. I was like,
Yo.
oh man, like my 2 networks for music was literally, we have a Canadian station called Much Music,
Mm-hmm.
which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But getting introduced to BET, I was like, oh my god, there's a channel literally dedicated to like hip hop, R&B,
Mhm.
you know, rap. I was like, holy, yeah, that just blew my mind. I was absolutely obsessed with it.
Dude, you don't know I had a
Yeah.
vendetta against 106 in Park. Because
Oh my
I used
God.
to faithfully
I forgot that
watch
was a
them.
thing. Yeah.
Fornev,
I
you have
watched-
a lot of vendettas.
I
with
used to, I said. Cause I used to watch. I was a dedicated watcher, dog. Like, it was just like, this was everything to me. And when I didn't see some of, like, yo, Banks just put out a record, G-Unit, where's their music video? Why aren't they playing this shit? Like, I used to call radio. I was that guy, man. I would call radio stations, like, when a artist I knew had a new record out and I really wanted them to get some shit going. I would call the radio station. And I remember one time Lloyd Banks had released Hands Up with 50 Cent for a second project, Rotten Apple. And I'm calling and I'm like, hey, can I? And they're like, I don't think we have that one. I'm like, but they put it out already. No, it's because you can't play it because it's pay for play. And there's a
That
ban on,
payola.
payola and all this shit. But I remember I was just so fucking mad. Like, what do you mean you can't play? He just put it out. This is G Unit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there's a lot. It's like that with a lot of not quite there yet artists. Where even Tyler the Creator, right? Like, dude's been in the game for a decade, maybe even longer, and he's just now getting radio play. And he talks about that a lot. Where it's like, yo, like I have this amazing career, and I still can't get play on the radio.
That's
I
nuts.
think Nardwar interviewed him like 3 or 4 times.
Yes, yeah.
Nardwar legend.
Legend.
Boy, not,
Oh.
not
Yo,
to
y'all,
derail
y'all
it
got
too
y'all got
far.
anything y'all want me to tell Nardwar the day I meet him and he interviews me? Anything at all?
Yes. Ask him, what is one? Okay, why is it called 106 in Park? What does that like even mean?
That's the
I don't know
address.
if
I believe.
Nardwar would know that.
I believe that was. I believe that was the. I
Of
can't
their
remember
initial
off-
recording studio or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. I believe,
yeah. So they just called it like.
Oh, okay.
They just named it after a location.
Oh, okay.
What's like the greatest anime that nobody knows about for you guys?
Magnetic Rose.
Damn, came out
I
with that
never
shit.
even heard of that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I
what the
never-
fuck?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've never heard of that.
Exactly. None of you have fucking heard of it. Exactly. Thank you for proving my point. It is a 40-minute. I guess it's an OVA or whatever. It's part of like a compilation. It's directed by the guy that did Akira, and written by Satoshi Kon. The fucking like
You know, if it ain't from Bleach, I don't fuck with a cone,
shut
dog.
up.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
It gotta-
hold on, wait. Don't get the Bleach fans started. All right, they're already upset at us for not putting Aizen in our
Aizen
greatest
and-
villains list.
Oh,
Please
okay.
do not get them riled up.
I need to say this. We didn't omit Aizen intentionally. We weren't like fuck Bleach. We just picked what we wanted. to pick,
he was
guys.
going to be my choice.
He was actually Fornev's alternate choice. Griffith was actually Daniel's alternate choice.
So was Johan.
Chris, what was yours again?
Chris, you had an alternate.
Clifford the red big red dog. That one.
What the fuck? I'm
And I-
answering like which one?
And I said Meruem, right? But we were like, but everyone's gonna pick these kind of villains.
And that was the comment section of, hey, where's Johan? Where's
these-
Griffith? And I was like,
You're
no,
like-
Kotomine is first of all very fucking. I was so happy, like, boom, great
Yeah, that's
choice.
a unique kind of out
Thank
there
you.
pick.
Thank
And one of my favorate parts of the video was the back and forth about me trying to defend Madara and all
The
that shit.
Madara,
Like,
yeah.
you don't get that conversation if I like, cause I think it's straightforward that those are fucking amazing. Like Aizen, he's a mastermind. All that. It's more interesting to go into a character that, and you could even probably throw the argument with Aizen too that there's complexities to it or whatnot. But I don't know. I guess we just had one fucking choice, and I was like, hey, I could really bounce some shit off with Madara. So
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I picked Shigaraki was the one I picked.
no, but your alternate one was what? You had one before.
Oh,
We went with Shigaraki.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember.
No, you have father. You picked father.
Father.
oh,
from
that's right.
Full Metal.
Full Metal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Full Metal. That's what it was.
See, guys, like
We had
we're
those
on
ones.
it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
on it, man. But we moving a little different over here. You know what I mean? So
That Cube choice though, a lot of people
Cube
like that
was-
one.
did they?
It was a good choice.
Yeah.
We go to the beat of our own drum, guys. But hey, we might do another one too, and we just
in
chill
fact,
out.
if you
Just
guys
relax.
really want us to do a part 2, let us know in the comments and we'll do it. Like if we get enough response, we'll do a part 2 and maybe we'll appease. No, I'm lying. We'll do a part 2.
We still gonna end up picking some shit. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Yo,
Aizen's still not making the list.
I'm gonna show up with the cat from Hantaro.
yo, we could do like part 5, and we'll still get people complaining like you didn't put this guy. Where the fuck is Knives from Trigun? Like, yo, bro, like chill out. It's
Yo,
just-
I saw one time somebody had a list of like their favorite villains of all time. It was not just anime, but their favorite villain was the brother from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. And I thought, I was like, that is
but
such
listen.
a crazy choice. But
But it's
wow,
not bad. It's not
it's
a
not.
bad choice.
It's not.
that's good. That's
He
really
was
good.
sick.
Yo,
That's
to this day,
fucking
I
fun.
still think about that. Like that one comment. Like you see, a comment can go a long way. Like if you got a comment in here about something, please by all means drop it because till this day, I got that comment probably I don't know fucking
Stuck
10
in
years
your head.
ago, and I'm still like, that was such a diabolical choice. But wow,
Okay,
Yo,
wait, hold
but
on, wait. Before
it's funny you say that because like I remember seeing this one tweet once where this guy was saying, I don't know if they were being legit or not, but they were saying the greatest game of all time is Super Smash Brothers Melee, but it's only a 6 out of 10 at best.
so they don't like gaming then?
wait, so
I
they,
don't know.
so
I don't know.
so they gave the greatest game of all time a 6 out of 10.
10.
Yeah.
You
If
gotta
you're
not
so-
like gaming or your standards are fucking out of this world.
I don't know. But like that's what
Now
I'm
I'm
agreeing with
fucked
you.
in the mind with this shit. Like, wait
Yes!
a minute, hold on.
Wait,
But
hold on.
that's
Before
what
we
I'm saying,
before
we're
we get
like-
that, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. So let me let me reel it back a little bit. So Magnetic Rose for you. What about you guys?
Yes.
Oh,
Magnetic
shit, yeah.
Rose.
What was the question?
The best anime that no one's ever heard of.
You pick yours, Chris. While I look, I can't remember the name of it. Hold on.
Okay. I think I have one. Let's see if you guys are you familiar with one called Blue Gender?
Yes.
I've heard of it, and I've
That's-
heard it's great.
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
Adult Swim, baby. Yeah.
Yes. That's where I watched it. Watch it on
Trudeau
my
strikes
good old
again,
satellite.
boy.
I
Thank you, Trudeau.
I remember like the first
You can
half
do no
of that
wrong.
show. The first half of that show is like straight up horror, and then like the second half of the show it turns into like more of like a mech anime.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I used to get Blue Gender when I was a kid mixed up with La Blue Girl.
Oh, okay.
That's good. That's good.
Boom.
It's-
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
That's fucking funny.
Don't look that up, by the way.
Okay,
Oh,
my
man.
choice right here.
That's a classic.
This one, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm saying this strictly off of what I seen of it. This series was so fucking sad and depressing, like 10 years ago, that I had to stop watching it. And I owned all the DVDs for it. I was watching it, but I was like, yo, what am I doing to myself? Like, this shit is making me just way too fucking depressed. I can't keep watching it. She, the Ultimate Weapon. And it's basically about this dude. He's dating this girl, but she's like the army uses her as a weapon. And I'm not gonna lie, this shit had me crying, and I was like, yo, no, I can't do this. That's why I honestly started making a conscious choice from there on. I want to say to not really watch as many sad and depressing anime because I was like,
Those
yo,
are
what
the
am I
best
doing to
kind.
myself? But they fucked me up too much because you really like, especially if you're up all fucking night marathoning, 24 episodes or some shit, you're gonna get emotionally invested, and it's like, I'd rather watch something that I'm going to walk away with maybe an interesting perspective, things like that, but not something that it felt like its sole intent was breaking you down. But it's doing it in an artful way. It's quality, but it's just too emotionally draining but it's still fucking awesome. And it was done by Studio Gonzo.
Whoa, Gonzo.
Yeah.
I think they're gone now. I don't think they do anything anymore.
They're
but-
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
They manifested their own fucking destruction. Homie was
Gon-
Gonzo.
Gonzo did the original Helsing adaptation before Ultimate.
But
Yeah.
the original one wasn't that great, right? It's really
What?
Ultimate where
It had good music and it had a good sense of style, but like only the first few episodes were faithful to the manga, and then the rest was just like its own original story that was like kind of weird, not great.
I don't know
It was interesting.
if this counts as like no one knows about, because it wasn't on like Cartoon Network or anything like that. It was actually on the Sci-Fi Channel. And
Dragon
Fornev,
Ball
I think
Z?
I think you're familiar with this one, Fornev. But for me,
Gurren.
no. Beck Mongolian Chop Squad.
I'm familiar with it. I own it. Never watched it, and I'm a
You've
piece of shit
never
for it.
seen it. Yo,
I've seen clips here and there, but I'm a piece of shit. I'll be honest with you, and I should have seen it because
I've
it would
heard-
probably be my favorite anime, probably.
so let me
Yeah, I've
give
heard
you
about
guys
it.
some
What's that?
perspective that will maybe make you want to go and watch it sooner. And I'm sorry to the people in the audience that are listening, and we didn't pick like a major Shonen Jump series,
Oh
but
God!
but listen. So let me
We're
make it up
getting
to
you
you.
cultured, real
Let-
quick.
let-
We're getting you
cultured.
cultured.
Let me make it up to you guys. Beck Mongolian Chop Squad is about a kid who doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, meets this guy who has this weird looking dog, goes to take the dog back to him, finds out the guy's in a band, is starting a band, and he learns to play guitar to join the band. Well, coincidentally, the MC or the rapper in the band that they end up recruiting is voiced by the same voice actor that does Yusuke Urameshi.
Oh,
Justin Cook. Okay.
So if you
Justin
guys want to
Cook.
hear Yusuke Urameshi dropping some bars, I
What?
suggest you go and pick up Beck Mongolian Chop Squad.
I gotta go through my collection tonight.
And
Okay, yeah, you just
Jo-
sold Fornev like 1,000% just
and
now.
Johnny Young
Yeah.
Bosch voices their drummer.
Johnny and Bosch is pretty
Wow,
dope.
that's
too.
cool.
Yep.
Fucking Justin Cook and Johnny Young Bosch in a band. That's
Mm.
cool.
Damn
Yep.
you! I'm not gonna lie. Between
Yep.
first of all, just the premise already, like the MC with the band and all of that
Mhm.
stuff already is
Mhm.
fucking phenomenal. And then
Main
Justin
character
Cook,
is Justin Cook
Yeah,
is amazing. The main character is voiced by Greg Ayers, who
shout out Greg Ayers.
shout out Greg Ayers and rest in peace to Chris Ayers. For those
Ayers.
that don't know, his brother was the voice actor for Frieza in Dragon Ball Z. My pick is Beck Mongolian Chop Squad.
Damn,
really
now you
great
done got me
music.
sad, Rawb. You got me sad now.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna
lie.
go. You know what, Rob? As soon as I finish moving, I'm gonna look up see how much the Blu-ray is and pick it up if I can, because that sounds
It
good.
might be available to stream. I'm not sure if it
That
is.
shit is,
Dude-
sounds
Dude,
amazing.
I'm a fucking slave to physical media. Look at that shit. Like,
yeah. Can't get away from
Oh,
it.
so that being said, like, what do you guys think would be like a
There's only one movie in here.
Hey,
though.
wait a minute! They're not paying us for that product placement.
Oh,
what are you
wait,
doing?
yeah,
What are you doing, Fornev?
wait.
Give
I
him
think
the
we moved too
Wachowskis a check.
fast. I think we moved too fast, though. We didn't get our anime origin stories yet.
Oh shit! Yeah. We got
We-
Chris's.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got
you
Chris
mine.
and Justin Trudeau, and that's it.
and the silent. I swear that needs to be a small clip in and of itself of like Trudeau with a fucking satellite dish on his shoulder.
He's like, look.
Real quickly, I want to throw this out the way because I probably said my story 100,000 billion times. I want to say Full Metal Alchemist.
That's good. That's good.
It was I don't know, because when I got into anime, I got into anime. Like, as soon as I knew what it was, and I just kept loving what I'm watching, I was like, I'm gonna just make the next 12 years of my life about it, apparently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but Full Metal, I want to say, was one of the first ones. It was really, honestly, the OG YouTube that sucked me into anime, where I saw a few people, it wasn't like what it is now. Nobody knew you could make bread or do anything with this shit. It was like dudes doing little pickup videos. Shout outs to B-Dub, the anime master. I don't care. You always good money in my book. You get a sponsorship, you come on this show anytime. B-Dub, the anime master. I swear to God, to this day, no matter, because motherfuckers used to clown him at the time because it was a little bit like, I guess, goofy to some people. But when he said, I'm black, I collect anime, get used to it. Psh,
That was
so-
like that was like when Outkast was like the South got something to say.
Shout out to B-Dub, the anime master. If it wasn't for him, where he was in his room, he would have a Detective Conan DVD. Yo, these are the episodes, blah blah blah. He sold me on some of that shit. I would go buy DVDs because B-Dub was talking about like, yo, this is my shit, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Shout outs to B-Dub.
Interesting. I think for me it was actually Naruto. But it was, and funny enough, this was like back in 2003 when
To me, say I said, oh,
no.
the
first opening. First opening. And it was Naruto, and there was only 3 episodes available to watch.
Wow.
That's how
And
new
what,
Naruto was.
Do you know
the
like
anime.
what year it was, or?
It was 2003.
Holy shit.
Maybe
oh, so
maybe end of 2002, but like Naruto, I remember my friend like had, because he used to be the guy that would like know like how to like torrent anime like way back in the early 2000s, you know?
Yo,
So
Chris, put a year on yours. So yours is, you got into anime and knew it was 2003. Chris, what year was Trudeau brought that satellite to you?
I think Trudeau was still in high school at that point, but I think for me it was somewhere between. Oh man, I know how old I was. I was like 11, 12. Yeah, I was about 12 when I knew what anime was, and then I got like hardcore sucked into it by high school. So 13, 14 years old. That would have been 2002 for me.
Holy shit. What about you,
Yeah.
Shintai? And for everybody it's Daniel Santos to everybody, but with me, it's always going to be Shintai. This has been my friend for like 100 billion years. So when I say
100 billion.
Shintai, I'm referring to Daniel. Just want to throw that in there. Because some people might be like, who the fuck is Shintai? Why does he keep saying that?
Yeah.
You know, Shintai, hentai with the S. It all comes full circle.
Just to get out of the way, Shintai's an old name that I used to go by. And then I rebranded. I try to go as Daniel now, but Fornev has known me for Shintai for so long. He can't kick the habit. It's okay, bro. It's all love. No, not a big deal.
Shintai went pop and he dropped the Shintai. He's like, yo, I'm Daniel Santos now, and he's gonna have a fucking club record. It's Daniel Santos.
So what's the time stamp for you then, Shintai?
Oh yeah, what year?
Must have been the late 90s, maybe like 99, 98, something like that.
So I'm a fucking baby in this bitch then.
Yeah.
I
And you're
didn't
like
know-
and you're like the anime guy, right? So how
I didn't know, like, okay, I knew of the word anime. I thought it was pronounced anime. And anime and manga. And I didn't know it was anime and all this shit really until like 09, 2010. Like, I had
Whoa.
seen, like, I
Yeah.
saw Dragon Ball when I was like 4 or some shit. Dragon Ball Z, like 4 or
Right.
5 or something. But, and even watching that and watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And watching Pokemon and Sailor Moon and Card Captors and all of that shit, I still didn't know that this was anime. Card Captors, a quest, for all time. Yo.
So
But yeah,
okay,
wow.
Interesting.
Y'all telling me 2002, 2003, I feel like, holy shit.
So then you being the baby in there, like, did somebody, and any of you guys can answer this question, like, did somebody like introduce you to it? Like, did someone usher you in, or did you just like kind of stumble upon it on your own like whim and you were like, yo, I kind of like this?
It was fate, just like how I got into Hakusho. I went to rent the Dragon Ball Z DVD. Hakusho was in it. Watched that first episode, never looked back. It was chosen, so to speak.
Gotcha.
I stumbled on it, basically. So what happened was I remember I was just watching TV like normal, and I came across Cartoon Network, and Cowboy Bebop was on. I didn't know it was Cowboy Bebop at the time, but I was like, oh, what is this? Well, I guess I'll watch it.
Cowboy
And
Bebop
then they
is
started-
a slapper.
And then they started cursing, and then I was like,
This is a cartoon. You can't do that.
no, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then I was like, let me switch the channels.
Real
And I was like,
quickly.
wait, I'm on the right channel.
So what do you guys take of this? I remember there was a guy. I gotta say your name, bro. I'm sorry, because I'm not taking the credit for this. It's just an interesting take. J-Man's Productions. Yeah, nobody knows who he is. He was a early YouTuber in the anime community. But I'll never forget, he caused a stir when he said this one line. Cowboy Bebop is fucking boring, mate. To that you say what?
That guy has no taste.
It can be. It can
Is that
be.
why he's not a YouTuber anymore?
Yo.
Swoosh.
And then
Gunshots.
he followed up with, I swear to God, because I got a song where I quoted him. It didn't age well for me. I swear to God, I'm not lying.
I don't know. I've rewatched Cowboy Bebop a bunch of times, even like a year ago. I feel like it's aged like fine wine. I think the idea that it hasn't aged well, I think is nonsense.
Oh yeah, it's still great. To me, it's up there with like Akira. If you watch Akira now, it's still gorgeous.
Well,
So I'm gonna be that
hold
guy.
on, real quick. Do you guys feel, or how do you feel about somebody that would say they prefer the live action over the anime?
I
Oh,
only
man.
saw one episode of the live action, and I fucking dipped.
I actually
I saw
enjoyed
the
the live
first-
action. I enjoyed the live action.
I didn't.
There we go. Now we got somebody
I
staying
only saw-
dangerous in here. Hey,
I like John Cho.
yo, there we go.
Oh, me too. I like him as an actor.
But
Hey.
the series.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I couldn't after one episode. I was like, this is wrong.
I loved it up until the ending. I thought it was awesome until the ending. Just keeping it a buck. I loved it. Jet Black, Mustafa Shafir. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Fucking incredible actor. The best thing about it. John Cho, fucking awesome. I know people don't like Daniela Pineda. Maybe I'm thinking with some other brain, but god damn it, she was fucking hot as fuck.
I think it's a little unfair though, because like we're still in a stage where we're still trying to figure out the formula for anime live adaptations.
That
And
part.
unlike comics,
Comic books,
where like you can do anything that you want to do and it still be canon because there's so many alternate timelines. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to like stick to the source material, but you only have a limited time to get the point across, so you have to leave shit out.
I went into the live action wanting to like it. I went into it, I'm like, because I felt like out of all the anime, Cowboy Bebop has one of the best chances to work in live action. So I thought like, hey, you just give it to the right people. I thought all the actors, I thought all of them were great choices. So nothing against the actors or their performances, but for me personally, like even trying the best I could, I could not fuck with it at all. I watched that first episode and I did not like it. The whole time I was like, okay, this is good, but I don't like this, and okay, this was a good shot.
I
but,
think you
like,
did
the
it to
whole
yourself.
time-
I think
Yeah.
you went in way too critical. I went in there, yo, whatever happens, happens. It's probably gonna suck, but let's see what happens. And
That's
I
the
loved it
issue.
up until the ending.
So, it's been a while, like since you guys like really got into anime. So, like, who would you say like ushered you into it, or like did you guys just kind of stumble into it like on yourselves?
Are you saying like groomed? Like somebody groomed you into anime?
Oh God, sheesh.
Maybe that's not the word I would use per se, but I'm sure like we've all been put onto a series at one point or another, right? Did somebody like introduce you guys to your first like anime series, or did you guys just like were you just out in the world and you just so happened to turn the TV on and you were like, oh shit? Or like were you in like the store or something, you were like, oh, this looks interesting, let me take this home and watch it?
I kind of stumbled into anime on my own. That being said, I watched a lot of anime with my dad growing up.
Wow.
Yes. So I remember, so I had talked about Cowboy Bebop before. I introduced Cowboy Bebop to my dad, and because of that, Cowboy Bebop is now my dad's favorite anime of all time. But around that time as well, we would frequently go to Blockbusters on the weekend. Like every Friday, we would go to Blockbuster. And before, I would just go to get games. But now, whenever we went, we would get anime movies. So I would watch Vampire Hunter D, Ghost in the Shell, Wicked City, Ninja Scroll, probably some others I'm forgetting, but like almost
Shout out
every
Ninja
weekend, my dad and I would go looking for like cool anime movies to watch.
You say your dad got you into anime, right?
I mean, these were just movies that it wasn't like he was like, hey, you need to watch this. It was just like, oh,
It was just an experience you guys shared together.
Yes.
And you continue the journey.
yeah. My dad still watches anime.
Oh,
Like,
wow, interesting.
my
I always want to
Yeah.
be like that type of dad. Like I get older and I can still like watch. Like For Neverworld gets to live the dream. You know, get to watch anime with your kids.
My
He
daughter
fucking
don't care
watched,
for anime.
He fucking watched Picking Up Girls in the Dungeon.
Did you?
Him, not me.
Oh, your dad.
He watched it on
Oh, I
his
thought
own.
you were talking about Fornev.
He,
Okay.
dude, he really likes those, what he calls like cheesecake anime.
A cheesecake anime with like sweet but
Well,
satisfying.
Basically, yeah. There's nothing to them because it's all about just like tits and just, like, that's my dad. That's
Gentlemen,
my dad.
Like,
you guys, like, what's your...
He also really likes High School DxD, if you know about that one.
Oh, High School DD? Yeah, that's a gem right there.
He really likes that one.
High School Double D's.
I ain't gonna lie, over the years, I've very much so enjoyed Shintai's Shintai dad stories. They've always been amazing.
I gotta make that a
Yeah.
segment.
No, my dad's cool, and we've watched a bunch of anime together. He's really into Fate as well. Like, I watched Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero with him, Kara no Kyokai.
Kara no Kyokai, remember that shit?
Yeah.
Kara no Kyokai.
Well, shit. Round of applause for Dad Shintai for, you know,
yeah,
keeping up with
Absolutely.
anime.
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Oh,
I've always
man.
thought that was so cool. I'm not even gonna lie. I've always thought, wow, imagine that. Like, I guess I tried to with
But
my
you're gonna
niece
be
and nephew,
that.
but-
You're going to be that, though.
I-
You are that.
I will say though, I watched Berserk for the first time with my dad. By the end of the show, we were both like, "Holy fucking shit, dude!" Like there were some scenes that were like really hard to watch, especially with him, because just of the nature of the content in that show. Just like there was some stuff that was rough.
I think
Right.
I feel like I got bullied into watching Berserk now that I look back. I think
Really?
the old, I'm not going to throw out names because, you know, then people start feeling like it's their time to shine. But the old Skype calls that, and Shintai
Oh,
knows who these
Skype.
people are. You know, it was like, hey, I'm talking about Naruto. Dude, you got to get out of here. You got to watch something manly, man. You watching that kid shit. You got to watch something manly, bro. Watch some Berserk. And it just got so fucking annoying of hearing, like, you're watching that kiddie shit, the Narutos and Luffy. Watch something
know.
fucking manly like JoJo's or Berserk. I was like, fine, whatever. And I it was like Halloween, and I went to like a used DVD store, and they had like 3 DVDs of Berserk, and I was like, let me just fucking watch this shit. Thankfully, I did, because it's. But I was kind of bullied into it of hearing so much of you with your fucking kiddie shit.
I gotta say though, you went into it with like, you know, the worst possible way though. Like getting bullied into watching something is not a good way. You could
No.
have very easily been like, "Fuck this shit," just to spite them. But
Yeah.
like
I've
but
done
the thing
that.
is, the quality of Berserk is such that like you would have been like kidding yourself.
Of course, yeah. I'd be like a fool to say anything other than fucking 10 out of 10. Even that old anime that the animation doesn't necessarily stand, you know, hold up and whatnot. It was kind of cheaply done. It was the music, the visuals, and that fucking story that.
Like even though the animation itself wasn't that good, what it made up for that by just being so fucking well shot. Like so the choreography and the fucking amazing like like I don't know if it's airbrushed or what is it, the backgrounds are like paintings. They're fucking gorgeous.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
They,
all
they
of-
probably were to save money.
Dude, that fucking opening. That fucking opening, man. Like
No,
I
that's
remember
not the
fir-
opening. That's
The
Guts'
ending?
theme.
Oh, that's right.
No,
But
no,
like that dude, that fucking
Forces
opening-
though. Haliha forces. God
Yo.
damn.
But that fucking opening though, I remember the very first time I heard it, I was like, "This is fucking terrible. What is this?"
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me what you say.
And then like halfway through the show, I don't know, something happened. I was just like, "I love this."
I love
song
it.
now."
Now you're singing. Put your glasses on. Nothing
Nothing
will be
will be
wrong.
wrong.
See, I told you guys in the comments that we brought up Berserk. These guys could go
Oh yeah.
for
Oh
hours
my God.
talking about
We-
Berserk.
in
Unfortunately,
the
we
old
don't
podcast-
have that kind of time.
Oh.
So
Look,
what
in
we'll
the
do
old,
is
real quick,
Uh-huh.
in the old podcast, we had an episode dedicated to Berserk. If you want to see us go ham on Berserk, you can watch that.
Somebody throw
better
it in
than
the
that. If
description.
you guys really want some more Berserk content from us, let us know in the comments. And what we'll do is we may give you guys a special episode dedicated to Berserk.
I'll always be down for that.
Yes.
I always am down for that shit.
100%.
Okay, I have one Berserk question.
What?
Out of all the remakes that they've had with the anime, which one holds up the best?
Probably
The old
OG,
90, the old 90 whatever one, yeah.
The
The-
90
or-
the 97 adaptation
97.
is the best anime adaptation, period.
Despite its flaws, because it is flawed. The animation is very cheaply made, but it's just fucking incredible still.
Chris, what about you? How'd you get into anime?
So for me, I did discovered it on my own. Simply turning on the TV, looking for cartoons.
Trudeau was there.
Yeah, Trudeau grooming me into anime.
You got this, man. Put that shit right there. Look. Yo.
For me, it was
Well, that's
probably a similar story with Shintai, but
Minus my dad.
Yeah, instead of my
No,
dad.
Shintai's dad was there with Rawb watching anime.
I said a similar story. instead of my dad, it was just me and my cousins. And growing up with like cousins and being able to like get into shit like Dragon Ball Z was like a different type of experience, you know, because me and my cousins, we grew up off like Ninja Turtles and Warriors of Virtue, Street Sharks, Battletoads, Three Ninjas,
Street Sharks.
shit like that. So we used to like
Biker Mice from
already
Mars.
reenact like the fight
Double
scenes,
Dragons.
and choreography. Double Dragons. So we'd be like in the backyard play fighting, and then we stumbled on Dragon Ball Z, and it was like this had to be like early Saiyan Saga when like Raditz was around.
And
And
every
I knew off rip-
episode, Vegeta's in
yeah.
the spaceship. You're waiting for him to get to Earth.
Yeah. And I knew off rip Gohan was my guy. He was a crybaby, but the way he jumped out of that Saiyan pod and headbutted through some alien armor was like wild. So that's how I got into anime, and I kind of stuck with it. And I remember like catching Dragon Ball. Like, you guys remember like the odd channel where it was like they were airing subbed Dragon Ball anime, but it'd be like early in the morning. You had to catch it early in the morning, and somebody
Well,
let
it
me know in
wasn't
the
sub,
comments.
but
No, it was
Dragon Ball
subbed.
Z.
It was subbed.
Because I had that same experience, but not subbed. It would be 6 a.m. on Kids WB. They would have Dragon Ball Z, but it was dub.
Nah. See, we were still in the Saiyan saga, but the subbed version that was on TV was actually like around where and this was early 2000s. This might have been like 2000, like 2000.
Was it Japanese or Spanish? Because I know
It was
Spanish.
Japanese. It was Japanese, and it was specifically the episode where Vegeta was in space throwing a tantrum because Goku managed to go Super Saiyan, and he was like pissed off. So this was like
shit.
So this was like right when the Android saga was about to start, or maybe he was like going through the flashback of how he achieved Super Saiyan. And I remember seeing the intro where Goku like lands, he goes Super Saiyan. You got Trunks like standing off to the side on the title card. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Fuck just happened.
Yeah. So being that you guys were either introduced or you found it on your own, what's a series that you would usher in somebody that's not into anime? Like what would be like your go-to series that'd be like, yo, you should watch this if you think you want to get into anime? Or do you try to find something that's like kind of curated based off the type of things that they already watch?
What's the first one that comes to your mind? Not the one that you're going to shuffle to for the best pick. Because immediately, for whatever fucking reason, I always think of when somebody asks what's an animated record, Dead Man Wonderland. Is it great? No, it doesn't finish the manga. But for some reason, I always immediately think Dead Man Wonderland.
Fullmetal Alchemist for me is what I always think initially.
I also was gonna say Full Metal, but I go to two choices because I do typically ask like what you're into. But I will almost 100% lean on Steins Gate, and
It's not a bad choice. It's not a bad
but it's
choice.
almost like a bad choice because nothing else in this world will ever come close.
Oh,
So
wow.
everything else is diluted.
Yo, that is a very steep comment to make. Are you sure? Nothing.
Chris,
comes
you
close to
love Steins Gate so much. Have you read the visual novel?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow, okay. Props.
And
props.
He's a real one then. He's a
Yeah.
real one.
No, yeah, for real.
I don't even like visual novels, but I did it for that one.
Not for
Just
Cap
because
Cap.
I liked it that much, yeah.
But what about the
Did you,
light
did you
novel?
like the visual novel?
Like the story, yes, but for me it was still boring because I just
You just
to
don't
me
like
it was like
visual novels.
yeah. To me it was just like, oh cool, I'm just reading pictures instead of just watching the anime.
Okay.
But
Fair
enough.
isn't life really one big visual novel? The alternate routes is free will. My fault. Let's not go there.
Unfortunately, I can't load my save data when I make a bad choice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For me,
So
I-
it's minus the memory card.
I played Final Fantasy VIII without a memory card. I would not recommend to anybody.
no, I wouldn't recommend Final Fantasy VIII. Period. But
Final Fantasy. So
That's
let me not fucking.
let's not get it.
Could you imagine if you could reset like anytime you wanted? Like you go up to a girl, ask her out, she says no,
So ReZero.
reset. Yeah, do it again. Yes, exactly.
When that became ReZero, now they say I just love the popularization, and then like a few live action movies copied it and started doing that shit too in America of the dying and restarting and keep restarting back and back and back and back. I loved when that became
that
a thing.
Tom Cruise
Well, we
movie.
had before ReZero. I know in America we had Edge of Tomorrow, right?
That's the one, Tom Cruise,
Did
right?
it come before or after
Yeah.
ReZero?
Way before.
Well, hold on. Well,
No,
I know
hold on.
Edge of Tomorrow is based off a book.
Book,
No, it's
yeah.
based off a manga.
Well, no, the
I'm
manga
pretty
was
sure-
made. The manga was made. I think it's based off of a novel because the manga was done by the artist of Death Note, and that was done like right around the time that the live action came out. I remember because I was reporting at that time on it. But I think
Okay,
there was
okay.
an older source material than even the manga, which was I think the novel.
but going back to your question though, personally, I would always ask someone what they like, and I try to cater my answer to what they
Yes.
like. But putting that aside, Fate Zero.
My guy.
I got
Back with the Fate
listen to me.
Zero.
Listen to me. I got my mom to watch Fate Zero, and she liked it, and she hates anime. She
Interesting.
hates it, but she watched that, and by the end she was like, "I'm not gonna lie, that was really good."
See, typically if I'm going
Keep that
to
in mind.
introduce somebody into an anime, but they're not super into the anime scene or at all, I try to find stuff that has a lot of like none of that.
Real
typical...
quick. I got it right here. Light novel came out 2004 for All You Need Is Kill. That was the original name of it. Before they turned it into Edge of Tomorrow, the light novel was All You Need Is Kill. In 2009, whoever the fuck did the movie bought the rights to it, and then the manga came in 2014. And I think even the manga the manga was also still called All You Need Is Kill. It was the live action that was Edge of Tomorrow, and the live action came again
when did-
2014.
When did ReZero start?
ReZero, let's look at ReZero. The novels, novels started 2012. So
Yeah,
the source
same.
material, the novels was out already. But I guess maybe it came into the mainstream consciousness in my algorithm, so to speak, first. So that's probably why I was under that impression. But no,
My answer to get somebody who has never watched anime before into anime. You ready? One Piece.
oh hell no, hell
No
You
no.
out of
way.
your fucking mind?
You're like, yeah,
Hey, you want to
here
get
go.
into this? Dedicate 1,000 episodes of time.
Because then I'm like, oh, you like Supernatural? Well, let me tell you.
And Rob just won over the entirety of the One Piece community right now with that shit. They all like, yeah, he knows about Goda.
He knows what's up.
No, but seriously, like, funny enough, I actually just got somebody else into anime recently, and the series that I used to put them on was actually erased.
Dude, I love that series.
Oh my god, I love Erased. It just kind of
Yeah.
took me a second for it to register. I watched that shit weekly when it was coming out back in the day.
Yeah, Erased is just a worse version of Steins Gate, but it's still really good.
This motherfucker, this Steins Gate fanboy.
Yo, I got I love it, Chris. Keep it going. This Steins Gate stand right here.
I forget that YouTuber's name. He's a comedian, but he did a video literally talking about how Steins Gate's the greatest anime of all time, and it's him arguing with his friend. He's one of those anime YouTubers that does like little short skits, comedy.
Is
are
he
any of you
popular
familiar?
or?
Yeah, he's like really popular.
I don't
I've
know.
only known
Um,
like one dude that did anything like that, and he's not really that known.
Yeah.
I'll link it to you guys
should
after.
cosplay as Hoi and Kyoma and then break dance.
Yo,
that works.
Yo, Chris, what was your
I've thought about it.
take on Steins Gate Zero? I never watched it.
Oh,
so
dude, phenomenal.
Okay. Okay.
Because it
Is
is
it
a
an alternate
different
route
show.
or?
Sort of, yes, yeah. It's following a different timeline. It's still connected. It's from the other perspective. So if you've watched Steins Gate, you'll know when he, I don't know how vague I want to be, but like there's a point where he talks to himself in the anime.
Oh, okay.
So it's from
okay.
that character's perspective. And you find out how that all happened, how he got to that point to be able to
Okay.
tell his past self how to,
Gotcha.
Yo, shout out to Daru getting laid. That shit is crazy.
Yo, I think Daru is an inspiration to everyone. Like, basically, like if he can get some, you can
Go
too.
Daru,
Come on.
my guy.
He's the he's like literally every weed's dream.
Otakus. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Like, yo, shout out to Daru, my guy, dog.
But Steins Gate Zero kind of follows like it's a different pacing. It's a much slower show than Steins Gate. So I think some people maybe initially off the bat won't like it because it is more. It's a slower burn of a show. But
Steins
it
Gate
is
was a slow burn though. The first 7, it took
yeah.
7 episodes for me to really get into it.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
It is a slow burn. Now Steins Gate Zero is even slower.
Oh, that doesn't sound enticing per se, because
I
it was a
For me,
struggle
it
to get
was.
those 7 episodes through. I'm not even gonna lie, I was like, the fuck am I watching? Why they told me this is good? This shit is kind of. And then it's when that certain part finally fucking happens and you start
that
seeing like,
twist.
yo, we're in some shit right now. This is not, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
Going
after
down
that,
the rabbit
show is
hole.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, man, when we start talking about some of these shows, I ain't gonna lie, I'm start thinking,
Yeah.
where is that in my collection? I could probably go watch that right now. Like, damn.
Well, like, for you guys, like for Berserk, you could talk about that all day. I could literally talk about Steins Gate all day. It's
We're
like
gonna have to have the Steins Gate
Yeah.
episode, the Berserk episode.
Let's
We're gonna
do
have to
it.
have- The
Yeah.
One Piece episode could happen, but
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not doing
no.
One Piece. I'm not doing.
We could
it.
just
One
talk
Piece-
about it in increments. We'll talk about one episode every. You know what I'm saying? We'll get through it.
We'll never
Yeah.
finish it.
Oda might never
Podcast
finish
will
it.
never end.
Oh,
That's the
shit.
goal, though, right?
Oh no, we gotta have the Hakusho episode, and we gotta have the thumbnail of the 4 of us representing each of the main 4. Who are you picking off rip?
oh,
Team
Obviously,
Urameshi-
you're gonna be Urameshi. Like this.
I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
I made Team Urameshi. Like, I gotta run Yusuke.
Nah, I'll let somebody else have the greatness of Yusuke. I want Kurama. I'm Kurama. Fuck it.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't remember his name. The one
Hiei?
with the eye. Hiei.
Hiei.
Yeah. I'm Hiei.
My guy said the one with the eye. Someone get him out of here right
Okay,
now.
I mean,
the one
nah,
with
you
the
can-
eye.
the
No.
one with the eye. Come
The one
on.
with the
Well,
eye.
Well,
This
Shinsa hasn't
isn't
finished
it.
it,
Yeah.
The
so he
one
has
with
to be
the eye.
Kuwabara.
Does that mean I'm fucking Kuwabara?
Kuwabara.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, what's going on?
You're Meshi.
Bowtie, can you marry me?
Yo. Oh shit.
Wait,
we
who
have
said they're
to-
gonna be Kurama?
Me.
Oh, dude, you have to be also super flamboyant when you do it.
Oh fuck. I
So you'd be
don't
all
know
like-
that, though.
Get your rose whip out.
Rose with
Yes.
Unless-
wheel.
Unless he runs like Yoko.
Now I'm gonna do Yoko. There we go.
Mm.
Yoko. Hey, let the head
Yeah.
down. Be like, hey, yeah, okay.
You know, it's like all like everybody except Kuwabara like got a transformation.
Well, Kuwabara was the like Krillin, the Usopp, the human that just gets to experience this insane fucking journey. He's the reader's perspective.
His sword got bigger.
And on that note,
That's what
guys, I
she
think
said.
we're out of time on this episode.
Hold on, I got something to say. What about